the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is May 13th, 2024. It is 5:19 a.m. So this is the first recording that I'm actually doing since Harry and Meghan's trip to Nigeria. I've created a lot of short videos. Let's see here. I didn't count, but as they were coming, there were so many content that were pouring on my timeline. So I was trying to keep you up to date with what was going on, and I was taking screenshots. Videos were coming and all sort of things, and I was like, oh my god, if I keep on taking screenshot out of the videos, my computer is gonna be packed. There's a lot I need to delete now that I've already uploaded them on my community board. So I create a lot of short videos for you so you could see, to have a better sense. Screenshot is good, but the videos itself are much better. So I create as many short videos for you guys, and it actually helped increase my channel's subscription. Hopefully these are, I've read a lot of crazy comments already. I've blocked a couple of them. This channel, I want to keep it, for the Sussex's work. And this is why I told you guys on my other channel, you're not going to see too much here. But I still fill you in with what I was sharing here. Once I finish with the short videos, I take the links and share it over there, because there's more of you on my other channel. So it helped boost this channel. So don't be expecting all sort of short videos on this channel. Like I said, I only focus on Harry and Meghan's work. This was focusing on Harry and Meghan's work. That's why it's on this channel. Once they're done, you know how the Sussexes roll. Once they're done, you know, you don't hear from them for months, and then when they come back out, they flood you with all sort of content. So don't be expecting all sort of videos every day on this channel. Once they leave, I have so much to share with you. I haven't even how do you call this? I have not even done videos like this since they left. Let me show you my profile, things that I've liked. There's so much. There's this one. These are probably gonna cover them. Look at this. All these. I need to share as many as I can with you. So once they go hiatus, we don't see them anymore. Look at this. All these are their contents, and some of them you've probably already seen. Okay, I need to go over them to share with you and share my thoughts and things like that. The short videos, you don't hear my thought at all. You just see the videos, so at least you have a better understanding. Look at this. This is the squad. They were throwing shades left and right. There's this one, for instance. Buckingham Palace, stop lying. One of my best friends from my school days at Eton, a knight of the realm, just contacted me to say that King Charles wanted to see Harry, but Harry refused. This is a lie, as every newspaper in the UK and the USA that had, they're just making fun of the situation. Look at this. They put a cell phone here. There's Harry's face, and then there's like, move it. So I probably will not cover this anymore now that I share it with you. So there's a lot to share with you. Okay? So what I'm gonna do right now, I really need to take a step back and see what I have and how I'm gonna share them with you. So what I've done so far, probably these are more recent. That's all I have here. The Royal Rats and some videos with Harry and Meghan. So which one should I share? Okay, so let's focus on my timeline right here. Okay, so this is one of the squatters, just put it an hour ago. This Nigerian trip was off the chart. The way they welcomed and protected the Sussexes had me emotional for many reasons. I am old enough to remember when words were flying around that Billy wanted to ship them off somewhere in Africa. They are in Africa, Nigeria to be precise. Oh, that was long. Nigeria to be precise. So what's the problem now? Why are you people wailing and going batshit crazy? Oh, so y'all thought and really hoped something tragic would have happened to them. It didn't happen. In fact, they were treated like rock stars, so boo-hoo to the haters. Harry and Meghan are a very big deal. You are disappointed, hence the meltdown. Wasn't it that same British media that reported in the Sunday Times a few years back that Billy wanted them shipped off somewhere in Africa? And Nigerians put y'all to shame and embarrassed the hell out of you. So it doesn't sit well with you because there were no I told you so or tragic stories to write about the Sussex's trip to Nigeria. You're a spawn of Satan. Yeah, they are. I agree with that. When I say evil originated in the UK, they are displaying that every day. But unfortunately, their evilness, draw out the good Brit. Right? God punish you. So, there was something that I was thinking. I forgot. Never mind. Let's continue. Meghan has traveled to many countries. Why is it only that Saudi Island that has had issues with her? Nigeria showed them a bad. Meghan was deserving of the honor and respect bestowed to her. Toxic British media mess with the one girl. Yeah, they try. From the beginning, they try. Oh, this is the thing that I was thinking. It's the same thing that they've done so many times over and over again. They did that to a lot of African Americans, which spawned all over the world, and it cascaded and painted the picture of any dark brown people. So they run their mouth, go to other countries to point out how bad dark skins are, okay? Meanwhile, they're making other countries afraid of black people. I mean, you could understand that. If someone is telling you there's something bad from something, you would assume you take them at face value. But it was a lie. Don't get me wrong. In every group, there are some bad apples. Okay? There are some bad apples. But what they did to black and brown people is they run their mouth around the world, spread their hate, and say how bad dark and brown people are. So now, our skin color becomes some sort of a passport to mistreatment. They see you, they don't even know who you are, how you present yourself, what you do, nothing. The moment they see you, you're dark skin, it's almost like a passport to mistreat you. So this is what the UK have done. And it's the same group of people, the same mindset cascaded to the US, because remember, the US originated with the UK. All right. So due to history, I don't even want to go there. So this is what have happened. Now that Meghan now married into the royal family, they didn't want to tell people, they didn't want her. So they were trying their ways and start bad mouthing the same blueprint. Okay, you see, they went to what's this guy? Rex Simon tried to pay him to say bad things, and he didn't take it. Thank God for that. And they start writing stories nonstop to badmouth her, so people could have a picture of her without even knowing her. So what we just saw here, and I hope other countries pay attention, the display of the UK of how they presented Meghan to the world, this is what they have done centuries. It's not brand new. This is the exact same thing.
When racism as such, as a philosophy, kicked in, was as a direct reaction to the abolitionist movement. The abolitionist movement driven by some of the leading intellectuals of the day, as well as driven by hundreds of thousands of ordinary people in this kingdom who signed petitions after petitions and presented them to the House of Lords. When the abolition movement really kicked in from the 1780s onwards, the planters had to respond. And so this is where you get the most virulent imagery about brutal, pagan, bestial.
But the media is a powerful force.
Black people in the literature and in the imagery.
Cartoons portraying black people as licentious and depraved began to circulate.
But the media is a powerful force.
The anti-abolitionist Edward Long wrote,
"The lower class women in England are remarkably fond of the blacks. In the course of a few generations more, the English blood will become so contaminated with this mixture as even to reach the middle and then the higher orders of the people. This is a venomous and dangerous ulcer that threatens to disperse its malignancy far and wide until every family catches infection from it."
But the media is a...
Okay, but thank God, Meghan's history was clean slate. She's human. I'm sure there are things she probably will not be proud of, but we are human. But the thing is that they manufactured, they scripted, they wanted a image of her. So you guys, the people who don't even know her, already have a misconception about her. So Harry, who already got to know Meghan, once he felt like he was ready, and that's when he introduced Meghan to the family, and then these people went to work and start painting that picture. It's the same blueprint they did for centuries. And now, you see, due to mainstream media, social media, we have an idea what they have done, and it did not work. And the best thing is, Meghan had already had a platform. She had 3 million plus of followers. These people already knew who she was, what she was all about, and she shared some of her experiences with her fans. So that foundation as well was already concrete with so many people. This is one of the reasons that blueprint did not work with Meghan. It almost did, because she almost took her life away.
I just didn't want to be alive anymore. I said that I needed to go somewhere to get help, and I was told that I couldn't, that it wouldn't be good for the institution.
So were you thinking of harming yourself? Were you having suicidal thoughts?
Yes, this was very, very clear.
Wow.
She says Harry was her only support.
If you zoom in, what I see is how tightly his knuckles are gripped around mine. You can see the whites of our knuckles because we are smiling and doing our job, but we're both just trying to hold on.
Contrary to press reports, they say they never blindsided the Queen.
I've never blindsided my grandmother. I have too much respect for her.
But thank God she came to her senses and spoke to her husband, and she had a foresight, and if she did the unthinkable, how it will affect Harry. And she know how Harry felt about her. So the bond, the foundation was there. So this is why they were leaning on each other. So as she was thinking, this is too much. Why all this negativity, this and that? It's not worth living and all of that. And then boom, there's the love Harry have shown her to put a stop to whatever it is that she was thinking, and to said, you know what, if I do the unthinkable, this is another blow, of Harry gonna face again, that he lost his mom and now me, and she know Harry loves her. So she put a stop to it and told Harry, and then from that point on, Harry been, I have to protect her. He's been, but still. All right, so let me read some more. I went off. I don't know. All right, me too. And it gives Nigeria and Nigerians great image of great country worldwide. Oh, yes. Another thing about... I probably won't even touch the list that I have here. One of the things that I was thinking when Meghan, I believe it was during the women forum where they were talking.
Well, firstly, thank you all so much for being here. I'm just flattered and honored and inspired. It has been a whirlwind 24 hours since we arrived, and I very quickly got in the memo that I need to wear more color, so I can fit it all in a very incredible fashion. So I'm very overwhelmed. So I want to start by saying thank you very much for just how gracious you all been in welcoming my husband and I to this country, my country. When I did the genealogy and found out about my heritage, the first thing I did obviously was call my mom, because I wanted to know if she had any awareness of it. And I think being African American, part of it is really not knowing so much about your lineage and background, where you come from specifically. And it was exciting for both of us to discover more and understand what that really means. Never in a million years would I understand as much as I do now. Being here. And what's been echoed so much really in the past day by men and women alike is, oh, we weren't surprised when we found out we were Nigerian. No. And I say that mostly as a compliment to all of you, because what they define as a Nigerian woman is brave, resilient, courageous, powerful, and every single moment that I hear anyone so far talk about what it means to be a Nigerian woman, it is the most flattering thing to be in that company, to be in your company. So, yes, it's been really eye-opening and humbling to be able to know more about my heritage and to be able to know this is just the beginning of that discovery.
I'm going to ask you about Nigerian name now. So let's start thinking about what that name is going to do. I'm going to go for Omowale. Omowale is for like, you're going to have all the different tribes.
One of the things that strike me, it is similar to the Sandrium thing, Sandrium summit that Harry had with the royal family.
Began to address Granny about the 5 options. Your Majesty, you've seen the 5 options? Yes, she said. We all had. They'd been emailed to us. 5 different ways of proceeding. Option 1 was continuance of the status quo. Meg and I don't leave. Everyone tries to go back to normal. Option 5 was full severance. No royal role, no working for Granny, and total loss of security. Option 3 was somewhere in between. A compromise, closest to what we'd originally proposed. I told everyone assembled that, above all, I was desperate to keep security. Everyone assembled that, above all, I was desperate to keep security. I was desperate to keep security. I was desperate to keep security. That was what worried me most, my family's physical safety. I wanted to prevent a repeat of history, another untimely death, like the one that had rocked this family to its core 23 years earlier, and from which we were still trying to recover.
Where he was saying security was his priority. Okay? The evil mind of his family, excluding the queen, because I think the queen was understanding, and she saw whether or not she liked Meghan deeply, it's irrelevant in this discussion, because she was thinking about the institution, the firm. So she saw Meghan's presence in the family was good for the firm. So that aspect, this is how I'm gonna move on with the queen. Okay? And then she had shown Meghan respect. You hear Meghan spoke about it, so there's no reason for me to say anything otherwise. So during the summit, Harry told his family what was really important to him.
I was desperate to keep security.
Which was security. So that light bulb of the evil mind of the institution, William and was the father, they took that to heart. They said, oh, security is important to you? So now we're gonna hit you with the security. This is why all of this happened. Okay? They don't want him to pay for it. They don't want him to nothing. So they want to leave him without security. So now, when Meghan was doing the summit, one thing that struck me the moment that I heard it, I have not recorded any of these. I probably have shared the videos of those things with you, but I need to do a video similar to what I'm doing right now to input my thoughts and stuff like that. She said something about how overwhelmed she was with the kindness, the welcoming, and all of that. And there, I don't remember exactly how it went. I don't even know which video I have it in. One of the ladies said something about different tribes within Nigeria. And I was like, oh my God. I hope, this is my humble opinion, the evil mind of the institution, similar to the summit, because there are so many different tribes, I hope the Nigerian, whichever tribes you guys are from, remain close, because division, it's what drive this racist mindset. So they will take that part only and create division within you. They know how to do that. I don't know how they're gonna start something, but remember, this is their blueprint. They love to create division. One might, like I said, there's always one bad apple in every group. So you never know who within in your respective groups, they might be able to influence to start talking shit. So please, I really beg you guys, which I do not know, never been to Nigeria, nothing. The culture, I know nothing. Okay? But only in that aspect, knowing and hearing what the royal family has done to Harry and how them, because what just happened here, the monumental display of your culture, of I don't know, what do you call this, your royalties and anything positive you could think of, you just display to the world, it's worth recommended. It just put a blow to the racist mindset. So for them, they don't like that. Okay? The rest of the well-minded people saw the joy, they saw the positivity. But for them, no, this is not what they want. If you are in chaos, this is where they thrive. So knowing that aspect only with these crazy, evil mindset people, you never know which bad apple within the tribe they will influence to start creating chaos within each of these respective tribes. So please, I beg you, remain in communication. I don't know how you guys been moving throughout your existence. I'm just saying, this is where, if they want to go, this is where I know they will go. Knowing their path, their history, their pattern, this is where they will go. Okay? The more division that there is, the better for them. So, I'm just saying. Okay? Once you hear something, tackle it in the butt. Similar to when you hear the Jews in the US, something negative is said about them, they quickly nip it in the butt. Put a stop to it. The same thing. We could learn. We could learn from each other. So the minute you hear the negativity start spreading, put a stop to it. Confront it head on with understanding and mutual respect, and then clear up any misconception that might have arrived out of nowhere. And out of nowhere, it was created from somewhere. Okay? So this is my message to you guys. Tackle it. It didn't happen yet. You guys been living peacefully among each other. Continue it. But once that negativity start, bubbling in, nip it in the bud, tackle it face on, go to their respective tribe and confront it, and have that mutual respect and understanding, and put a stop to it. And then they will do the reverse for the other one. I could see them do that. I could see them doing that. So this is a warning what might happen in the future. Okay? So what you guys just display is not what they wanted. It's to, I guess, royalty. This is what royalty is supposed to be. But to them, the devil had hijacked it and then turned it into whatever we're seeing in the UK right now.
Everyone assembled that, above all, I was desperate to keep security.
Alright, so let me read some of these. Okay, definitely seeds of the serpent. Well said. There's that. Okay, so there's so much more to share with you. Let's go back. Okay, so I got this out of the way. So what is this about here? This is another thing not on my list. Okay, nobody should be surprised that Pa is a sulky 3-year-old. Princess Di told us long ago in the Battle of Brothers. Lacey described how Pa sulked over Harry being a boy and stopped talking to his mother-in-law altogether because she told him to snap out of it. Pa equals spoiled, selfish brat. Okay, I'm just gonna read what's highlighted. Okay, she really didn't mind what she had, recalled one of her girlfriends, and yes, she did quite fancy having a little girl. But the hospital scan had told Diana otherwise. The photographs showed clearly that she was bearing another healthy son, and it was the measure of the princess's youth, 23 that July, her emotional inexperience, and her distance from her much older husband, 36, my goodness, that November, that she did not tell Charles straight away what the doctor had said. This is the brilliance of Princess Diana. She already know how to read the abuser. It's very sad. All right, so I'm skipping all of this, going to the highlighted. For surprise and soreness were certainly what happened inside the Limbo Wing in 15 September 1984 in spades. Diana later related her husband's horror at baby Harry's appearance. First comment was, "Oh God, it's a boy." I remember hearing that. Second comment, "And he even got red hair," by which the disappointed father presumably meant that the new arrival was not a nice, civilized Windsor, but a horrible shit-stirring Sir. Was it Spencer? Is it Spencer? Yes, Spencer. Along the lines of Diana's quickly and red-haired brother Charles. Diana told me that she just burst into tears, recount one of her confidants, instead of saying, "What a sweet baby." He did not praise her or thank her at all. He just sulked. Okay, skip this. 3 months later, at Harry's christening in December 1984, the frustrated father was still hanging on to his resentment, which he actually voiced to Frances, Diana's mother. "I'm so disappointed," complained the third prince. "I thought it would be a girl." My goodness. Ever since that day, Diana said, the shutters have come down. That's what he does when he gets somebody answer back at him. It just went bang. Our marriage. The whole thing went down the drain. I mean, he already had his mind. Then, the father, Philip, to give it like 5 years. And if that didn't help, or if that didn't work, just move on. Just give it 5 years. So he was trying to give reasons. Like I've said, and this is another point of some of the thing I've said in other videos, is that Charles doesn't have any feelings for those boys. And for Harry, definitely, there it is in that book, allegedly. But for William, who knows? He was just producing for the firm. All right? In the Diana documentary, she said that it ended up that Harry was super close to his father. I'm willing to bet it's because he's the sweeter and more fun child than Spoil Willie. Charles doesn't deserve Harry at all. Exactly. Even now, Harry is still very forgiving of him, even though he doesn't deserve it at all. Okay, iguana, spoiled milk brat, man child, they are everywhere. That poor woman, oh, what a horrible existence she had with that family. Yeah, she came from, let's go to the next tweet. She came from abusive, I will not, well, the brother had recently talked about it in an interview. I have it in one of my videos. But it seems like, because she had issues with the stepmother. So Princess Diana came from one thing to another, and then her life, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. I really don't know how to put it. I guess it was a way for life. I don't know. This is very strange because she produces 2 sons, and she was training both of them with their respective roles. Okay? Take them to charities, homeless, and all of that. And teach them the best way to approach their status. The younger one, listen. The older one, I have no idea what happened to him. Okay? So let's... this is a TikTok. It's 16 seconds. Okay, Meghan made the UK a layover country. Meghan Markle waiting for her prince at Heathrow Airport. Let's listen. You get all sort of characters. I have a feeling, because I think Harry went the day before they were expecting him, because I cover one of the Scotty Little Soldiers, or was it the vet things, the Invictus thing, article that they didn't expect him. He come one day before. So I think Harry went to the UK one day before, and then the following day Meghan probably went, or maybe the day that Harry is supposed to leave, that's when she get to the UK, and then they meet, and then they went to Nigeria together. Okay, there's no way you could stay at the airport for that long. It'll be very freaking, my goodness, uncomfortable. I don't know if there's showers or anything like that, but it will be too much. Probably the day before, each one flew separately a day apart. That's what I think. And then when Harry's supposed to do his last whatever it is he was doing in the UK, Meghan meet him at the airport, and then they go. She didn't even bother get out. Okay, there's me laughing. That's boss move. All right, so let's leave that alone. Now I'm gonna tackle some videos. 4 videos. Okay, I'm gonna focus. These are the royal rats thing. That could be another video. I'm gonna cover these 1, 2, 3, 4. The ones that I have already shared was straight from my timeline. Okay, I'll go back and insert them in on my list. Okay, so these are some videos. All right, I think I've already put this on a short video. All right, Prince Harry thank his Nigerian in-laws is the cutest thing you'll ever hear today. And I think the other ones, the other tweets that are videos, is the same thing but different caption. All right, so listen to this carefully. I'm not gonna play it again.
In-laws. I'll skip the protocol because at this point we're all family. I will also try to keep this short. Firstly, thank you. Thank you for welcoming my wife and myself to Nigeria. It's our first visit, it certainly won't be our last. Thank you for the naming ceremony. I'm not sure, I don't know how I got dragged into that as well. But to be able to witness it next to my wife, it means a huge amount to both of us, but especially her, so thank you for that. In-laws.
I would love to hear more. So as more clips like these popped up, I'll quickly put them on a short videos for you. Okay, remember my channels, all 3 channels, are for the squads who are not on Twitter, and I try to share with you what I'm seeing. Okay, I don't go out of my way to look for dangerous stuff. Okay, just the Sussex's things. All right, and this is why I have 3 channels. Each of those channels had different focus. When the squads, the Sussexes don't have anything, that's where you see all the on App Team Sussex. the squad create conversation. All right. I love how Harry act like this is all Meghan related. This is as much about him as it is about his wife. Okay, he's so humble. That's Mama Diana's baby boy, beloved by all. Good King Harry is a natural statesman. Queen Elizabeth knew that about her most accomplished grandson. And Princess Diana knew she was setting a path for both. This is the thing here. Princess Diana, I know because I have the clip. That's why I'm saying this. Princess Diana really, in a way, I think she put herself a little bit down because she didn't have that much education.
The biography of the Prince of Wales, written by Jonathan Dimbleby, which, as you know, was published last year, suggested that you and your husband had very different outlooks, very different interests. Would you agree with that?
No, I think we had a great deal of interest. We both liked people, both liked country life, both loved children, work in the cancer field, work in hospices. But I was portrayed in the media at that time, if I remember rightly, as someone, because I hadn't passed any O-levels and taken any A-levels, I was stupid. But I was portrayed in the media at that time, if I remember rightly, as someone, because I hadn't passed any O-levels and taken any A-levels, I was stupid. And I made the grave mistake once of saying to a child I was thick as a plank in order to ease the child's nervousness, of which it did. But that headline went all around the world, and I rather regret saying it.
But she was a people person. She understands reality. So the position that she was in, and then have two boys, and knowing the platform that they were born into, this is the thing that Harry be saying, once he understood the platform that he's in, so he tried to make the best of it. That's Princess Diana. She understood the institution. She understood the firm, the position, the influence the institution have. So therefore, having two boys, she was setting the path for both. William, you're gonna be king. This is the way you should act and behave and do your thing. And at the same time, letting Harry know each of the boys understood their position. And then as Harry, branched out to do his own thing, this is what you could focus on. I'm saying in terms of Princess Diana. But once they took the life away, they took Princess Diana's life away. Now, this was the full stop kind of thing, and Harry was somewhat lost.
How do you understand it to begin with? How do you know that that's a part of your destiny?
Well, we don't, put it this way, we don't all sit in a room with a queen and a blackboard going. It kind of, I don't know, I think it's, I wouldn't say it's in our blood, but at the same time I think it's over history and watching our parents, watching our grandparents, and just learning our way through that process. I mean, Christ, I think I went to my first proper royal engagement at the age of 4 or 5. So you make mistakes, like we all have, and then slowly you find your way and you start to realize that you've got an incredible platform to make really positive change.
Did you always embrace this role and responsibility?
No, I don't think I understood it. I think what happened to my mum probably put me a step back. I think what happened to my mum probably put me a step back, thinking, well, how could someone who did so much for the world and did so much for everybody else could be treated like that by a certain institution? So it takes a bit of getting used to, but as I said, it's once you understand the privileged position that you're in, you've then got to spend the rest of your life earning that privilege and giving back, and also getting the trust and respect of the general public, and then using that position for good.
And understand and saying, wait a second, there's my mom here doing so much good stuff. Why will they hate her that much? So the confusion began in Harry, trying to find his way because this is something he cannot understand. Meanwhile, the institution, the firm, ignore Harry. Thank God for that, I have to say. And then William, on the other hand, they reprogram William completely. Whatever Princess Diana had in him and still in him, they erase that. They reprogram him. This is the way you're supposed to go. This is that. This is this. You do this, you do that. And be that freaking savage kind of mindset. Your brother is like your enemy. I don't freaking understand the way William thinks. To see this is the way he has to treat his brother. Instead of wanting the best for him. You freaking gonna have a thorn. All this inheritance waiting for him. He doesn't understand that. Meanwhile, he wants popularity. He wants this. He wants very childish things. Meanwhile, the popularity that Harry is getting, it's because of things that he's doing. That things he's passionate about. He's helping people. But instead, William, if he wants the same exact adoration from the vast, because William's kind of adoration is very selective, a very small group. Harry, on the other hand, his kind of a popularity covers all range. You got the poor, the middle class, the rich, some of the rich, which is William's sort of kind of category. But if you want the same thing as Harry, don't copy his clothes, don't copy his shoes, don't copy, oh, he was there, therefore I'm gonna go there too. That's not the point. He literally told William, I think 100% that was meant for the left behinders, his brothers, or any of the institution, members in the institution. Look for what you are passionate about and then pursue it.
As you were going around the world, how did you get more focused on things that you cared about? I mean, we see a lot of pictures of you with children. You spent a year in Lesotho, right? And, you know, bring that to life for us.
I get all of my passion, inspiration, and energy from young people. And that is from the ages of 6 or 7 in the Caribbean, when you get a 6-year-old turning around to you and telling you exactly how much damage your country and the developed world is causing them, all the way to 28, 30-year-olds who, at some point in their life, have already a better understanding of duty and service than I ever did at that age. Because it's all about giving back. So yeah, I think that, look, lots of people say that, oh, your job of traveling the world is wonderful. Of course it's wonderful. But when we get sent to some countries, we don't always get to see the beautiful parts. We're always there trying to deal with some of the issues, but also doing everything we can to bring people together to make change, to make positive change. And it's an absolute joy and a privilege to meet the younger generation of change makers across the world who genuinely believe in the fact that they, as a single person and as a group and as a community and as a nation, not only can change their country, but can change the world as well. And that is what keeps me going on a day-to-day basis.
So when a 6-year-old says to you that your country is ruining theirs, what do you do or say?
Agree with them slightly. Look, we all know the issues that are out there, you know, with the climate and the environmental issues, and I don't want to say it's refreshing, but it is nice to know that kids that young have an appreciation and understanding greater than some of the people who have been on this planet for 60, 70 years. So I think without question, I've been a pessimist many times because of the work that we end up doing. You can be surrounded by negativity sometimes. New spin on it from the youth. As a prince, you're born at birth with a natural platform to be able to try and make a difference. Yeah, which a lot of people have to spend years and years and years getting to that point. So from that perspective, I'm very lucky to have a platform to be able to try and make change in the causes that mean a lot to me, but also to you guys. And I'm still in your generation, by the way. But at the same time, as I said, being born with a lot of privilege comes with a lot of responsibility. But I like to think that I'm going to have to spend the rest of my life earning the respect for that privilege and trying to make a difference for the rest of my life.
That's all it is. If you like to drink, I don't know, I'm not saying it's a good thing. Go about it in a meaningful way and say, drink cautiously. Or when you're going to drink, have this designated driver with you. I don't know. I'm just throwing this out of the blue. But he refused to listen. Instead, he's looking at the material stuff. Okay? And then meanwhile, the real hard thing, you see people are going hungry and people are suffering. That's not the thing here. But whatever, Harry literally told the Left Behinders what to do. But it's very unfortunate. The Left Behinders, if they're going after something they're passionate about, the firm is going to crush them down. So Harry is showing them a way. If you're really passionate about it and you strongly believe in it, just pursue it. Harry have shown them the way. Alright, Harry again being treated better than his own father and brother treat him, who announced to the UK media they will snub him, won't see him, too busy, can't stay in any of our many castle palaces. The Nigerians have embraced Harry and Meghan like family. And he just said that in that video. OMG, this is like a wedding. So sweet, so endearing, so genuine, a very happy and grateful couple. Archie and Lily will see this one day. They will know they are children of Nigeria too, and feel so happy to be part of this amazing family. Who knows? They probably have videos. They're going to share it with them. All right. I can't express. I mean, they're probably not going to expose them to it like whoosh, all of a sudden. They will ease them into knowing this is who your mom and dad are. Okay. I can't express what finding you has meant to me as an African American. I speak for many when I say thank you for speaking and spreading truth on the lies about Harry and Meghan. You make us feel like we are not alone for loving this couple. Again, thank you. Haha. Harry's so cute. I can see why people are often so charmed by him. We can choose our relatives, but we can choose who we call family. And you could see, even before I started following them and, sharing things about them, looking back, since Princess Diana passed, Harry, I think, was thriving. As I'm saying this, I'm saying as if Princess Diana's light, you remember, Princess Diana died and Harry experienced the good thing about Princess Diana. It seems, when they're having dog race, they will put the rabbit on the side of the track so the dogs could chase the rabbit on the side. So the rabbit was Princess Diana's light. The dogs was Harry chasing the light of Diana, knowing he had physically experienced the good of Princess Diana firsthand, and then now she's no longer there, and then seeing the savagery of the institution. I think Harry was longing for Princess Diana's type of light and couldn't find it. And I don't know, as I'm saying this, I feel like Princess Diana was, bait. I guess that's the word I could say. Bait Harry into following the light of her going to Africa. Majority of his time was spent in Africa. And this is some of the good things Princess Diana have done in Africa. And I don't know how to explain it. It's something special about Harry, to tell you the truth. Africa has done something to Harry. And it's something I cannot explain. And I think it's not Harry who asked for it. And again, this may sound so freaking crazy. The people of Africa saw the genuine of Princess Diana. The thing that she has done. The thing that she didn't really have to. She got millions from Charles, and she could have just sit down and enjoy her richness or money or whatever. But she wanted to do something. And she went out of her way to do, you've seen some of the work that she has done. So the heart, I would say, of Africa saw it in Princess Diana. And then there were many visits she's done without any announcement, because she wanted to do it. So the heartbeat of Africa got Princess Diana. They understood her. So when she passed, and I think the heart of Africa was calling Harry, maybe this is it. Because as I was saying the thing I said before, the bait, the light that Harry was chasing was in Africa. So the heartbeat of Africa was somewhat pulling Harry over there. And I think when Princess Diana, as Harry got older, and he could do things on his own, because his father didn't give a F anyway. So he would spend his time over there. And then he was doing his thing. You see, he's the president of the wildlife or African parks. You see him doing different things. So the heartbeat of Africa, the continent, okay, was pulling Harry. And then they were seeing himself for who he is, not what, or you the prince of whatever. He was coming out of his own. And then Africa, the heart of Africa, recognized it. When you see him with Sentabali's, Prince Yoso, as I'm saying this, I don't know, chills coming down me. It's like they saw Harry coming his own. They were like, okay, he is like Diana. This is the son of Diana. We have to protect him. And then that thing that Prince Yoso put around him, and I believe they did that to William too. I'm not 100% sure, but Harry's one was more special, and Harry recognized it, appreciated it, and there's the key part here: respected it. Respect is the key here. And then Heart of Africa recognized it as well. And then you see all the my goodness, as I'm saying this, I probably was right, but sounds crazy. You see, Princess Diana went to Northwestern doing charitable work. Where did Meghan go? Northwestern. So the connection, the heart, the bait of Princess Diana was pulling Harry. And Harry was chasing it without knowing, because he was longing for something, a meaning, for exist. So all of this come full circle. Okay, again, it may sound crazy, I don't know, but that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, that's so nice. He's funny, waiting for British media response. He's so good. Next time Meghan's mom should come along. Yeah, they're probably gonna do something special. As Harry said, this is not gonna be the first and last, so they will stop by again. Maybe the second time might be a bit more private. That's what I'm assuming, because they probably will bring the kids to meet all of these people, but that will probably be private. Like I said, this, I played it already, is just the caption. He said, and laws, yes, Hazza. Is that the one that I just said, Prince Harry? No, that's another one. There's no comment. There's more. Oh my goodness. So there's so much more. Let's go into that. There's no comment. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Let me go back. Okay, so this one is very interesting. This one is much longer. All right. 4 kings showed up for Harry and Meghan, but specifically to bestow upon Meghan royal titles from 4 kingdoms. When I just saw this, okay? But yesterday, one of the squad sent me a message of the link of what it means, with those 4 kings. I didn't even know they were kings. Okay, that's my ignorance. I didn't know, but I felt something. I was like, there's something special about this. And then when I read her message, I was like, oh my God, the same thing that happened to Harry just happened to Meghan here. With the Prince Yoso thing, putting the robe around Harry, they just did that to Meghan. It's a very powerful thing that just went over there. It's a very powerful thing that just went over there in Nigeria. All right, so let's listen to this. I probably will record this separately by itself because, sometime when I'm making my reference, at least I have it. But if it's embedded in this video like this, forget it. I will not know. All right. 4 kings showed up for Harry and Meghan, but specifically to bestow upon Meghan royal titles from 4 kingdoms. Niger, royalty, her royal highness. Okay, 2 minutes and 14 seconds. I might stop in between to say whatever it is that I'm thinking.
So you should know what I'm wearing. Exactly. So when you are trying to wear it, it's like, when you fight wars in the holy days, you have to talk. So you're going to be wearing it, right? It's more you see how I move it? I move it like that, and you move it like this. And then you see, this is great. Believe me. you can dance well. That's royalty in the royal.
Did you just hear what he said here? The robe that they just gave him, this is exact. I swear to God, I know nothing about this. But when I insert my opinion into things, I said, it feels like the Prince Yoso thing, you know, warriors and all that. The guy just explained it. I just saw this. Wow. Okay, so.
You're wearing this, you can only dance Michael Jackson. With this one, and this is your. This is going to be the beats. These are the beats that you put on it. And you see the one on my hands, you have the one for the end. So, can you hear it? Yes. And then you can wear this.
You will be seeing this on short videos. One of the things that I'm feeling here is that some stuff that I've said in some old videos, not on this channel, could be PYTE most likely, is that different part of the world has different cultures, different type of worshiping. And I think this is what had keep the world balanced. But what we have seen now in my lifetime is that the evil mind from the UK, because they pretty much spread it, and let's just say Europe, because they were the one who feel like they had to go around the world to spread their crazy mindset thing. But specifically the UK, they go around the world, spread their evil-minded type of thing, and then this is why the world is not balanced anymore. You're seeing chaos left and right, because if every respective countries had their native there continue to worship whatever it is that they worship in their respective land, whether it is the trees, the sun, the moon, the rocks, the monkeys, and all of this, this is what was keeping the world balanced. But the evil mind went over and spread vile throughout the world. And then they run their mouth and said, you see this group over there, they're bad. Meanwhile, they are the bad ones. Okay, I'm talking about how they say about black people and all of that. So the minute the other side of the world see a dark skin, they already put that defense mode. They don't need to know who you are, what you do, how you carry yourself, any of that. The evil already went in front, spread their lies, and said the dark skin is bad, and then the defense mode have already put for whoever heard that. Okay, now what we are seeing, as much as the evil have spread, I'm seeing little progress. It's very hard to say this because the mainstream media, you know, when you take a peek, is negativity after negativity, but there is a small little step that I'm seeing. Those conservative countries who reserve their feeling and understanding for black people, they're opening their doors little at a time. They're starting to understand what black people are all about. Different part of the world, they respect themselves, they all of that. Perfect country that I'm saying that is South Korea. A lot of African American move over there. There's different how do you call this, different African countries, people move over there. And Japan is starting to open up a little bit. They still reserve. Okay, you can understand them. They don't want people to come over and take over and all of that. You could understand them. Why I say you could understand them? Look what happened to America. Native American wipe out. Okay, so you could understand why some other countries still have that reserve when people are coming in. But what many of these people who have traveled and show those native, the Japanese, the Korean and all of that, they're not what the white people have said about them. They're not that at all. Okay, each and every one of them show who they are, and then little at a time they're starting to understand. Okay, so the light is peeking in. All right, it's almost time to wake up my kids. Let me finish with that. Oh, ooh. Never mind. I'll do that. Let me move it back. I was trying for the Sussex squad.
2 is for you. You will too.
I have to say, the Nigerian Sussex squad, they really hook us up with a lot of content. Thank you.
Yes. These are your earrings. They do that. Thank you very much. God bless you.
One of the things that I said in one of the comments is that with all of those gifts that they received as a couple, if they were doing this for the firm, the royal family, that would be all those gifts that they're receiving, that would have been for the firm. It would not be for them, even though they're giving it to them. But now that they represent themselves, this is whatever they got in that trip, it's for them. It is theirs. So one of the things that I was thinking, and I said it, is that they should create a small little museum, to display these things. But anyway, let's continue.
You're so beautiful. Beautiful I love many beautiful. You see the beautiful choir.
When there was another clip that I saw, I didn't see the beginning of it, but this part here I saw already, and I already put it on a short video. He cleared himself after saying Meghan is beautiful. He had to make sure to include his wife so he doesn't get the side eye when he get home. But let's continue.
You see my beautiful wife. Queen, she's so beautiful. She's a princess from Ghana. And also, we have many beautiful, too many beautiful.
All right, so that's that. There's that. Harry and Meghan at Apollo today. So that was yesterday. Let me do one more with my list. So I have one more after this. And I need to wake up my son. Okay, this is another one. Maybe I should play it because now Harry's talking. Okay, Prince Harry thanking his in-laws. And I think that was the first one that I played. But let's play it again.
I'll skip the protocol because at this point we're all family. I will also try to keep this short. Firstly, thank you. Thank you for welcoming my wife and myself to Nigeria. It's our first visit, certainly won't be our last. Thank you for the naming ceremony. I'm not sure, I don't know how I got dragged into that as well. But to be able to witness it next to my wife, it means a huge amount to both of us, but especially her, so thank you for that. In-laws.
Okay, so that's that. Let's see here, there's a live, he's so cheeky. God just loved Prince Harry. And this is one of the real reasons the royalists are so angry and mad the loss of best prince. I mean, they did that on themselves. Harry and Meghan was trying to tell them, what you're doing is wrong. But hey, this is what happened. Hate blind those people. The king is speaking and everyone loves him. Harry, nah man. Okay, so that's a different language. Yes, he still has come and pay la bola. So cute, there's that. Yeah, like one of the comments said, Miss Doria needs to go and visit. Okay, I have like 3 more minutes to wake up my son, and this is the last one. Okay, the way I'm laughing because those people thought only they have royalty and claim to decide who gets called what and who gets what rank. Meanwhile, Nigerian royalty said, Meghan, you are hereby princess of, that's the name here, Ancient Kingdom. All right, so that's her caption, and this is the tweet here. The kings bestow a new royal title on her, thus making her a senior royal, princess of Awachukwu, sorry if I pronounce it wrong, Ancient Kingdom, and her own individual rights, hence why Prince Harry is not in this picture. Her new royal titles are denoted on her royal sash, Adamazi Omu of, there's the name here, Owushuwu. Wow, this is very touching. There's me here. After seeing and understanding some of the things that went on in Nigeria, in my humble opinion, I feel like we are being given a second chance to do things right. Looking at the history of Africa continent, I believe many great warriors, kings were enslaved by European. This is turning the other cheek. What I was thinking here is that it's like a way of moving forward. There's Harry and Meghan, who I think it's hard to explain. So when I get my senses, maybe when I'm editing, if I remember or understand what I'm trying to say here, if it come much clearer, I'll say it, because now I'm in a hurry. Now that I'm editing the video, I still can't really utter the words that what I'm feeling. But no matter which way we look at it, the British, the UK will never understand. When I say UK, please, I'm not putting all of them under the same umbrella. The racists, the same noisemakers, they will never understand. When we look at the history of Africa, the continent, what they have done to the continent itself, and they continue to do, it's a really, like you say, Holocaust, human type of, what's the word? What's the term? Like a crime against humanity. And they continue doing it in a different form. Each time people catching up to them, because this is why I said the UK is a mastermind of psychology. They know how to manipulate people. So once people start getting the hand of their tactic, they quickly switch and change their ways. The thing that's happened in the Middle East, okay, for example, it's not the religion of the religion that you think it is. They hijack it pretty much. And then some with their racist mind go along with it because it benefits them. But I think they hijack the religion. So this is what I'm saying. They know how to maneuver themselves, transform into something else to continue their objective. They will never understand what just happened here. What I think what just happened here in Nigeria is saying somewhat of a way, let bygone be bygone, we're moving forward. Turn the other cheek. But if the world does not change its ways, the result of what happened will not be the same. So this is like somewhat of a peace treaty that just happened in a way. You have 4 kings travel to meet Meghan, the wife of Prince Harry, a Brit. It's very powerful. That's all I know. It's very powerful. But this is another thing that I've said is that Harry and Meghan's union was needed for some of the Brits in the UK to open their eyes. And the other thing that I realized, I've been thinking about it, but since I'm adding this into the video, it's worth including. Meghan wore yellow. I don't know if it was intentional or if this is what she wanted to wear. I do not know. So I look up the color yellow. It means the color yellow has many positive associations in the West, including happiness, humor, and spontaneity. It can also symbolize joyfulness, energy, and summer months. Yellow is also associated with mental clarity and intellect. Meghan, all of that. And also, the psychology of the color yellow tells us that the color has traditionally been a symbol of joyfulness, happiness, and energy, and is associated with summer month, which I just the other part mentioned, while on the other hand, it also symbolizes caution on cowardice and irritates people in certain shades. Okay, but anyway, I just thought I mentioned it, so I don't know if there is some sort of connection with that. And it's also, I believe, it's the same clothes she wore when she was pregnant with Lily, which could also mean life, the connection and all of that. So that's something completely different. I thought I'll include it since I'm gonna insert this part into the previous recording. Okay, so let's get back to the original recording. Okay, this is incredible. Oh, that was it. Okay, so that's it. Prayer for thanks. Okay, that's it, because it's a very, very successful tour. Here are some prayers of gratitude. Show my gratitude. Thank you, Lord, for the blessing you have bestowed on my life. You have provided me with more than I could ever imagine. You have surrounded me with people who always look out for me. You have given me family and friends who bless me every day with kind words and action. They lift me up in ways that keep my eyes focused on you and make my spirit soar. Okay, that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Look at this. Those short videos are getting a lot of attention. Okay, I need to wake up my son. So thank you for watching. That's it.